Hi and welcome to the Kingdom Live. So today we're going to be talking about 5 tools everyone in the marketing industry should be using.
Absolutely. Adam's going to be watching this. He will tell us off for not introducing ourselves properly. So I'm Zan and this is Alex.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Thank you for joining us today. As Alex mentioned, we're going to cover off on 5 tools which make our job just that little bit much easier. So Alex, you're our content creation guru here at the Kingdom. You make it and then I push it out on social media. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions today.
Lay on me.
All right, so first tool that you use, let's start at the top of the blog. What's your number one that you get?
Okay, well, for starters, something that you really need when you have a blog is to have something that you can push out on social media.
Yeah.
So a really nice graphic image at the top of your blog. The trouble is, if you're not a graphic designer, it can be a bit difficult to actually come up with the image you want to put on your blog.
Exactly.
So what you need is a quick and easy tool that you can use to whip up some art, and it won't take you about 4 weeks and a bucket load of tears. So what I use is Canva. So Canva is an application that you can use online, so it's cloud-based, and you can use shapes, different colors, whatever color you like really, different fonts, and layer things. Essentially it's a quick and easy version of Photoshop, and you don't have to go to university to learn how to use it.
Yeah, we're favoured users. Awesome. So Canva's free, isn't it? For people who
absolutely free.
Yeah, unless you go with a work license, where I think the minimal charge, but a free version is available to you as an individual user, which is awesome. So
yeah,
Canva, great tool for just making quick and easy blog images. We have discussed Canva before in our live episodes, so if you haven't already checked it out, head to www.canva.com and take a look. All right, Alex, number 2. What's your number 2 tip for blogging tools?
Right, so number 2, obviously, after you've written your blog, the last thing you want is to have someone on social media point out that there's some egregious spelling error somewhere hidden within it. So what I tend to use is another free application online, which is called Grammarly. So with Grammarly, you just get the bulk text that you've already written and you just copy paste it right on in there, and it busily goes through and it checks all your grammar or your spelling, and then it comes up with suggestions for you to change it.
Awesome.
So it really helps if you're a kind of solo operator and you don't have another person to give it the BDI.
Yeah.
But even for us, every once in a while something slips through, so Grammarly is just that last line of defense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it works like a treat. So.
Fresh set of eyes.
Yes, exactly.
Awesome. So with Grammarly, will it automatically correct that for you? So like I'm thinking about different variations of spelling, American spelling, English spelling.
So
will it auto correct?
No. So all it does is down the side. So if your text is here, then the suggestions come down here, and it just suggests
Prompts.
Changes. So all you have to do is then, if that is the change that you want, just click it and it automatically changes it for you.
Fantastic.
But then if it is just Australian versus American spelling of something, then you can just leave it.
Override it.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that's a good one to get you out of those spelling troubles. And grammar. I mean, grammar is very important, obviously. Making sure that your commas and apostrophes and brackets.
Exactly. And Grammarly helps
and
with
buts.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And number 3, Alex.
Okay, so another tool for the writers out there is that on average you want to be aiming at about a year 7 reading average, and it's pretty difficult to know whereabouts that lies when you're just writing. Okay. So another free application that you can use is called Hemingway Out, and with this, same deal, copy paste your text in, and instead it comes up with the readability of your text.
Okay, so when you're saying a grade 7 level, you're actually meaning year 7 at school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so year 7 reading average. So the deal is that when we actually read things online, we read it in a very different way to if we're just reading hard copy. So we're a bit lazy when we read things online. So thick text with a lot of big words kind of scares people away, so you want to avoid that at all, kind of
Or costs.
At all
Yeah,
costs.
absolutely.
So Hemingway helps you to do that by, again, just suggesting changes that you can make to your copy.
Yeah.
So it comes up in different colors. So red is a section that is very difficult to read. Yellow is a section that's a bit difficult to read. And if it's not colored at all, then you're golden.
You've made it through.
Yep.
Awesome. So I think, let's just pick up on that point for a little. A blog essentially is a little bit more of a casual way of having an opinion about something and putting it onto the page. So there's nothing worse, is there, than sitting down to read a blog with, you know, big long sentences and paragraphs that are really quite hard to digest. So obviously something like Hemingway helps with that. The other thing I think that is important to remember is that people aren't necessarily always reading online on a computer, so on a screen or a laptop. You know, with the iPhones, smartphones and iPads now, you know, people are on them constantly engaging. So that information needs to be really easy to read on those smaller size screens. Obviously, responsive websites are hugely important for that.
And just another top tip with that, subheaders. They work wonders and it allows people to quickly, easily digest the content that you've written. So just putting that out there.
Yeah. So what Alex is referring to there obviously is breaking up that big chunk of text with some little headings just to give the eye a pause, I guess, isn't it? That mental stop, refresh, read again.
Exactly. So if you just scan the document, you're still getting the main points that the writer is trying to make without you actually having to read the whole thing.
Yeah, excellent. Okay. So we've talked in the past about how important headlines are, and obviously the method with which you go about writing a blog doesn't always mean that you start with a headline. Sometimes, I know you do this, Alex, you jot your content out and then you come up with a headline based on what you have written. So a headline is obviously really important, and spending, how much time do you think you devote, of 100%, how much time is devoted to coming up with a decent headline?
25 to 50% of the total time spent blogging, really, because honestly, if your title's not good, then that's what draws people in to read it. So you really do have to spend that amount of time on it. And I know that it's a lot harder than it seems to come up with a really catchy title without lowering yourself to clickbaiting and stuff.
Exactly.
So, if I'm having a bit of trouble with it, I like to use HubSpot's blog topic generator.
Yep.
And this is just amazing because all you have to do is input 6 or 7 nouns or adjectives related to the topic that you're writing about.
Yep.
Click go, and then it comes up with a list of potential blog topics that you can use that are from HubSpot's best practices and what they have found to be the most engaging headlines.
So that's a really good place to start, I guess, if you are stuck, and then from there you can work it back to a headline that you think is appropriate for what you've written.
Exactly. You can always tweak it it might just give you some inspiration.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Okay. So the 5th tool, the content management system, the CMS.
Yes. So obviously when you've written your blog, you have to put it somewhere.
Yeah.
Get it out online. And I know that there are a lot of programs out there that allow you to do that, but a lot of them are really difficult to use. So a really good content management system is invaluable to your blogging process. So being able to put in your text, format it so it actually looks and reads well, being able to put your images in there and then also optimize it for the web. And what I mean by that is search engine optimization, so meta descriptions, that bit that comes up when you type in on Google, you've got the headline and then you've got that little paragraph of text. That's the meta tag, and that's really, really searchable. Being able to put that in, edit your URLs, put keywords in there. That's what you know.
Okay, so a content management system, and obviously the message is pretty clear from us here. Our content management system, HubSpot, all in one spot.
It's pretty great.
Yeah. We are fans. Excellent. So there you have it, 5 tools, most of which are free and on the internet and available for everybody to use, which is great. So check out those links. I'll pop the links in the comments below for anyone that might be interested. And we have a suite of amazing blogs that Alex, myself, Adam have written for the Kingdom. So by all means, check them out as well. Head to our website, which is www.thekingdom.com.au. Now, Alex, before we go, app of the day. We have just talked about some awesome apps, but this one is a little bit different. I'm going to throw you here because you don't know what I've got in my mind for app of the day. But this one is a particular favourite of mine, and it is called IFT, which is IFTTT, which stands for if then, if this, then that. Why, you ask? Yeah.
Why?
Yes. The reason I love this app is because it's essentially setting up mini workflows. So I can orchestrate my Instagram posts to be posted immediately to my Pinterest boards, or I can have a hashtag feed into my Slack feed, which is relevant to a client's brand or the Kingdom or HubSpot or anything that's relevant. Saves me heaps of time. You should jump on and have a look at it. IFTTT. Really, really cool time-saving little workflows which work across platforms, different applications. If you live in the States and you're happening to tune in, you're lucky because there are some really awesome household workflows that it will allow you to do that integrate with your sound system and your lighting, so really progressive stuff there. So yes, there it is, our app of the day. Thanks for tuning in on this Thursday, the 26th of May. We will be back tomorrow with another session of Facebook Live. I think Adam will be back, so I'm not sure what our topic will be, but if you do have any questions, please feel free to send them in via the comments below, or you can email us at thekingdom.com.au. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks a lot. See ya.